I mentioned earlier, okay, so Cure going to be facing off against the winner of Classic and Cyan. Again, we're still waiting for Dark and Rex to finish up for Australia's next matchup, and looks like Solar did bring down Miyamika, and now he's here in the next round. Spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Gressman, we have the South Korean Zerg player representing Onside Gaming. It is Solar. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Terran player representing Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. Let me just double check here, and this is a quarterfinals match. Winner of this series moves on to the semi-finals. Oh boy, so far, yeah, we're just blazing through the bracket, which is kind of a good thing. I mentioned earlier that Masters Coliseum is going to be starting 1 hour from now. Not too long. It's going to be starting in 1 hour. We will miss the first series of Masters Coliseum, which is a shame. It is a shame. I want to cast everything. I want to cast it all, but we started ESL Asia and we're going to finish ESL Asia. I think Masters Coliseum, by the time it starts, we will probably be getting into the finals, maybe? Or maybe halfway through the semis? One or the other. One or the other. Depending on how fast these matches are. Meanwhile, we do see, as we get into this game, ByuN going for his patented ByuN opener. The 2 racks on the low ground. You do love to see it. Oh, it's beautiful. It's amazing. It's what we want to see. He's doing the thing, Papi. He's doing the thing. Meanwhile, back at home, Solar just going for a hatch gas pool. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. A standard opener coming in from Solar. And ByuN is also going for a very standard opener for ByuN. This Overlord is going to be, or should be scouting, should be checking the natural base to confirm what exactly is upon us. As the first Reaper is spotted, and the second Reaper should also be spotted by this Overlord. Behind this, ByuN should be working on his wall. Sorry, should be working on his CC. Should be working on his transition. There we go. The first Reaper does make its way across the map. Is looking for a drone kill. Shouldn't get one. And there we go. The Spore is just barely morphed in. Oh. But that drone is already looking very low. Solar, he goes for a third base on time as well. He's gone for a pretty standard reaction. But there we go. The drone does get targeted. One worker already falling. A good pick up here from ByuN. Very bold move of Solar to not delay his third base, but he did prioritize gas income, and he already has link speed on the way. But even though it's on the way, it doesn't mean he has it, as the Reapers, they just avoid the Lings, avoid the Queen. They get another drone. They're going to get 2. No shot. Oof. 2 workers in the main, 3 in total. This is becoming a bit much. As long as they don't lose anything else, as one of those Reapers got very low, and ByuN is going to be forced out. Behind this, we're going into a 3cc. Looking like a 3cc 2-1-1. Yeah, there we go. Do love to see it. So very economic out of ByuN. He is not all in by any means, so any additional worker kills he gets here is just a bonus. And he wants him up. He wants him. But link speed is going to finish up in 10 seconds, so ByuN, his aggression should subside, and Solar should regain control of his bases. I would hope so. So now the Reapers are forced back. And behind this, oh, we're going for a very fast Baneling Nest. Okay, so Solar. Ay. You have my attention. Solar's going for a Bane Bust, which can work really well against what ByuN is working on, specifically because we have delayed Hellions, we have delayed tanks. Looks like we are going for Banshees though, so it's 2-1-1 into Banshees, not into Medivacs, so ByuN will have extra units to defend. This Bane Bust isn't going to go as swimmingly as I'm sure Solar would have liked. No shot! As ByuN comes in and he sees the Banelings, he knows. Uh-oh. He's getting ready, he pulls back the Marines. We should be seeing a bunker momentarily as well. The SCVs, oh, sorry, the Reapers even getting behind that wall. Ay. Yeah, ByuN is getting ready. The Banshee does come out, does come across those Banelings. I'm surprised we did not see a secondary wall, by the way. Deeper will for the Marines. Can they target fire? Oh my god, the Banelings will be target fire. GG gets called, and ByuN completely shuts this down and takes game number 1. GG. I was worried that ByuN wasn't taking it seriously enough, but really, I should have had faith in his confidence. As I was like, is he overconfident? Nah, he knows. As he was able to target down all the Banelings with his Marines and with his Banshees. And of course, by pulling the SCVs, he was able to help support and buffer his Marine army. Very nicely held, and a very good scout from ByuN as well. ByuN, even though he wasn't able to see the Baneling nest itself, he did see the morphing in Banelings. Whether that was by chance or whether ByuN was intentionally looking for something like that, it did look like it was by chance. But maybe I should give ByuN a little bit more credit, as he was able to completely shut that down. And with that, we're getting into game number 2. GG. Again, I'm pretty sure that Solo was hoping that ByuN had gone for a bit of a different opener. Going 3cc 2-on-1 Banshee is very uncommon. Very unlucky that that's exactly what Solo was going up against and all-inning against. He gambled, but he gambled. Here we go. Spawning in the top right hand corner of Royal Blood, we have the South Korean Zerg player representing Onside Gaming. Down in the series but not out, it is Solar. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Terran representing Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN, leading the series 1-0. For those wondering as to my surprise and the build that ByuN had gone for in the last game, so usually when you go for a fast OTC into a factory and into a starport after a 2-Rax opener, usually you would have initially your reactor, of course, on your factory to get out some Hellions for some map control, and then an add-on switch as well to go straight into medevac production, because typically, like, the most efficient thing to do, especially because you have so many Marines to work with, is to be active on the map with those Marines once Stim kicks in. The unorthodox thing to do and the unexpected thing to do is to not go for the reactor at all, to delay your drop play and to go for a Banshee instead. And there's like a surprise factor involved when you go for that. It's a hatch gas pool, but there's a surprise factor when you go for that, because you would never really expect Banshees in that situation, which means there's a very high likelihood that there are no spores in position for Cloak Banshees, or for Banshees in general. And likewise, the Banshee does help a lot against like Roach all-ins or Bane busts as well, as we saw in that last game. So yeah, really smart or I say smart, but like, it did work out well for ByuN that he did opt to go for that specifically. And Solo, he rolled the dice with his Bane bust, and in the end, you can't win them all. As for the time being, Solo's going for another standard opener. I mentioned before, it was a hatch gas pool into his third base on time on location. Meanwhile, he's up against another 2-Rax from ByuN. As to be expected, ByuN, he does this almost every TvZ. Almost every TvZ. I think maybe once a tournament, he is willing to mix it up. I say that. We've been casting a lot of ByuN versus Dark recently, and it was a couple of days ago where we saw ByuN proxy a lot. Went for a lot of proxy Raxes in this matchup, even against Solar. It was in Masters Coliseum 2 days ago. We casted ByuN versus Solar, and ByuN did cheese the hell out of Solar with some proxy 3 Raxes. It was heartbreaking to watch. Heartbreaking. Poor Solar. Poor Solar. But yeah, that was only 2 days ago that we were able to cast some Juke It Out. Meanwhile, back at home, we We are expanding, of course. We are transitioning. Oh, we're going straight into a third Rax behind this. Are we going to throw down a fourth Rax as well? I'm curious. Here we go. So yeah, ByuN mixing things up, and this is the powerful thing about ByuN and this opener. To put a little bit more emphasis on this, is that this 2-Rax can lead into so many different things. It could lead into a 3-Rax Mass Reaper all-in. It can go into a CC, into a 4-Rax for a Mass Marine. Very strong, very committed timing with Stim and Combat Shields. We can go into 3CC 2-1-1. We can go into a regular 2-1-1. Or we can do what we're doing right now. A fast 3rd Rax for an abundance of Marines. It's only 3 Raxes, not 4, so he is going to move out, I'm pretty sure, with Stim before Metavax, but he's only going to be looking for map control. He's going to try to force an overreaction and fake out to 4 Rax while he, starts working on his starport, his Metavac, all that stuff. There it is. The starport's on the way, and there's that reactor for the add-on zone. Oh, the Marines intentionally do pull back. You see ByuN trying to keep them hidden, but there we go. They had been revealed. ByuN is moving out across the map. It is going to even reveal itself to this Overlord. Oh! Oof. It almost goes down. And Solo's taking this very seriously. He's bringing all of his queens together from every single base. We have Lings in production as well. Solo going to be cutting workers here at 53. But again, because it's only a 3-Rax, ByuN, I'm pretty sure he only plans on posturing. He has to be very careful not to get surrounded. There is a world where he baits Solar into making a swell of Lings, and then he gets surrounded. And there we go. ByuN does pull back. This is all ByuN wanted to do. He just wanted to force an overreaction. Didn't want to actually commit to a fight. Not yet. Not until he has his Metavax. He does come back home. And just like that, as a result of forcing all those Lings, Solar, his 4th is delayed. He has a pretty similar worker count to his opponents. Of course, Terran typically have a lower worker count, but they make up for that with the mules. It's a similar economy. And here we go, the Metavacs have now finally arrived. And now, ByuN can fight. Oh, Solar's being a little bit greedy, by the way. He actually did delay his lair, and he delayed his Baneling Nest in favor of 1-1 upgrades. It's a very greedy move here from Solar. Is he going to be punished for it? That's a lot of Marines. Uh-oh. I am concerned. The Reapers do go down. The Lings are getting annihilated, and now we can get on top of the Queens. Solar, it looks like he should barely be able to hold on, but he's losing so much in the process. Oh my god, that was such an efficient trade out of ByuN. He may not have killed Solar, but look at the units lost tab here. He got 56 Lings and 5 Queens. 5. Oh my god. Solar, he's going to have to rebuild his Queen count. Rebuild his army as well. But Solar survives, and now his upgrades will kick in. 1-1, it's going to be pretty impactful here for Solar. But before he can get into them, actually, as they are only halfway done, ByuN is going for a drop. A beautiful position for these tanks. Using the minerals and the gas geysers to reduce surface area to make it more awkward for Lings to engage. Baneling Nest is now done. Lair has finished in the main base as well. And Solar does have Banelings on the way. ByuN does have to be careful here, as he's just, really securing his position with these tanks. Without Baneling speed, ByuN, he can target fire for days. Speaking of, a lot of these Queens are going to be going down. Lings coming from behind, but look at these Marines. Oh my god, they're so well situated behind the tanks. They take down the Ling Bane, and this is becoming too much. Solar, he loses his army. GG gets called, and ByuN will take game number 2 and the series 2-0. GG. Beautiful play this game out of ByuN. Like, really technical play as well. There were so many, like, facets to that game. Remember, initially ByuN just forcing and baiting out an overreaction out of Solar, which did impact his lava, and his economy as well by delaying the fourth, by delaying his droning. Then afterwards, punishing Solar for being a little bit too greedy, for going into double Evo chamber, for delaying his lair. It's not about him delaying his Baneling nest, because obviously slow Banelings can't really do too much, but delaying the lair. The lair was delayed in favor of those upgrades, which means late Baneling speed. And then that's important, right? Without Baneling speed, that second push with the tanks becomes so much more difficult to clean up. So yeah, just really, really well executed by ByuN, and a good punishment of what Solar was up to, of the corners that Solar was cutting. Oh. Just a clinical display of TvZ, and congratulations, ByuN advances on to the semifinals.